Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So more news is coming from the Warner Brothers Discovery merger as it is possibly coming to a close Friday. The Variety has been putting out several articles recently regarding changes that are being made and stuff like that. So the Discovery Warner Media could close as early as Friday, and Jason Kilar is also making his exit. So recently I made a video not too long ago about the people that were chosen for leadership roles, and Toby Emmerich and Sarnoff, Jason Kilar, none of those people were chosen and on the Discovery side or on the Warner Brothers or the AT&T side. They both chose, I think, 6 and 7 each or something like that, to fulfill like CEO and leadership roles. None of them were chosen. So it was expected, even before that came out, it was expected that a lot of these people could be leaving, not only because of like DC stuff and all of that, because there's a lot more to it, obviously, than what has been going on with that in the past few years, but just because usually when mergers happen like this, a lot of people in CEO or leadership positions do leave, or their roles get moved or eliminated. And so it is very common for that kind of stuff to happen with mergers. So Jason Kilar is exiting. Also, a few minutes, well, not a few minutes, but after I tweeted, with Jason Kilar leaving, I'd be surprised if Ann Sarnoff and Toby Emmerich end up staying. Soon after that, Variety dropped another article saying that Ann Sarnoff is also out, and that her position was being eliminated. So she's gone. Also, HBO Max chief Andy Forssell, he's also exiting. So for Ann Sarnoff, it said that Ann Sarnoff, Warner Media Studios and Networks Group chairman and CEO, was informed that her position would be eliminated, one insider said. The ground is shifting rapidly for executives as the massive Discovery Warner Media merger nears completion. So again, it's not surprising that this is happening. Executive positions get changed or eliminated or whatnot all the time with these mergers. However, I know that with this news, a lot of Snyder Cut DC people are happy. Not in a that sounds rude. I'm not happy that people are losing their jobs or that I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll find another job. But it's not about that. It's just, and again, with this, it's just part of what happens with mergers. However, it just feels, especially with Ann Sarnoff and Toby Emmerich, well, I think Toby Emmerich will probably be next. There's no official word that he's out yet, but I see it coming because also in this article it says, more high-profile more high-profile roles are expected to be vacant, I guess you would say. In the coming days, it's expected that this kind of thing is going to continue to happen over the next few days as the merger comes to a close, that more executive roles and high-profile positions are going to be eliminated as well, or people are going to be leaving. So again, it's just kind of what happens with these things. But for those of us that feel like it's only fair that they don't work at Warner Brothers anymore in the DC spectrum, it's just like, this is hopefully a step in the right direction. And, David Zaslav has said before, when the merger kind of became public news, that relationship and building relationships with the creators and filmmakers is going to be a top priority. And I think that meant a lot to us Snyder Cut fans and just DC fans in general, because it's not just about, restoring the Snyderverse. Obviously, we all want that. But, well, a lot of us, under the right circumstances. But it's just about the way, this leadership has allowed people to be treated, fans as well as filmmakers. And it's not just Zack Snyder. It's Christopher Nolan, after years of making them huge movies, was done with them. That's a big deal. a high profile director and filmmaker was like, I'm done with you guys, like, forget you. Like, he was just done with them. Other actors and directors and stuff have come out about all their other stories too, about their movies being, destroyed or meddled with, or not necessarily destroyed, but like them not being able to create what they really wanted to make, or getting, nasty comments from people about, racial things and certain kinds of characters being on screen, and like, all of those kind of things. So hopefully it is just overall a clean slate for people to feel like they are valued, like their fans are important to them, that they actually, value their fans and their consumers, and are not just like so hateful toward, like, spiteful towards their fans, and allowing their, I mean, any kind of, obviously Hollywood is not a picture perfect industry for people to work in. There's a lot of ugly stuff that goes on in this industry. That is a given. Not in a good way, but just people, like, it's a known, people know that. So I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's just, with the whole Warner Brothers thing, and, what Ray Fisher and other actors, Chris Carpenter, what all these people brought to light, is like, it kind of exposed them. And that's why they, just were reactionary towards this big, fandom. So I feel like maybe, David Zaslav and the people that he puts in charge are going to try to maybe hopefully kind of repair that, because it has obviously damaged their image a lot. So hopefully they can repair that and try to repair their relationship with creatives and fans as well. Across the board, not just like within the Snyder Cut or area, or within Restorative Snyderverse, because they obviously have a lot of other things under their umbrella. So hopefully it's just a good thing overall for creatives and fans alike. Also, something that happened very recently was all three of the, like, Warner Brothers entities, their Twitter pages, WB Pictures, WB Home Entertainment, and Warner Brothers, followed Zack Snyder at the same time, as well as WB also followed Ray Fisher. I believe that was yesterday. So I think that's pretty significant. I know it's just Twitter and social media, but in this day and age, when stuff like that happens on Twitter and Instagram, the socials, people kind of like consider that to be somewhat significant, and that it kind of, I don't know, between, a studio and a specific artist or creative filmmaker, actor, whoever it may be, it usually is kind of a significant thing, that they are following or unfollowing certain people. And definitely with Zack Snyder and Ray Fisher, that's obviously a huge thing. I think especially Ray Fisher, because, well, Zack Snyder too, but because of the relationship with Warner Brothers and Ray Fisher. Not all Warner Brothers, but, the people in charge in a lot of positions. Ray Fisher, he really exposed a lot of negative behavior. And so I think it's pretty significant that they followed him. I know it's not like the executives going and following, but I do think it's significant just because of everything that has happened. And like I said, hopefully there is starting to be some kind of, reconciliation or repair between Warner Brothers and all these people that have been wronged, especially within, recent years. So I I know a lot of people are like, it's a big day for the Discovery to close, which it is, but please don't expect like some kind of announcement or like big thing to happen just because the merger closes. I think, regardless, these people that are in these executive positions are gone. I think Toby Emmerich, again, will not be there anymore as well. Just a prediction. But I think that alone is already a positive thing. Even if we don't ever get a Justice League 2 or some of the other things that we would love to see, it's still, I think, if they can repair their relationships with these people that have been, like, these relationships that have been really damaged, I think that alone is a good thing. And like just allowing people to create what they want to create and taking into consideration what fans like and what fans want. And those are the people that are consuming your material and like what you make and your art and stuff like that. So I think if it feels like, if over the next months and years, if it feels like they are trying to do those kinds of things, then I think that as alone is a positive thing. um, and so yeah, we'll see as this continues to make news, and as we continue to follow this, hopefully positive things come of it. So thank you guys for watching, and check out the links in the description. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and or subscribe if you feel so inclined, and we'll see you guys soon.